Lady Birla Institute from 1999 to 2004. She has conducted various counseling camps and carried out personality development workshops at various levels. Ms. Bagla is a panel member for recruitment of fresh graduates for Infosys and Accenture. She conducted Speak Well course at ISAS. She has also worked as dependent care consultant and child care assessor at IPS Worldwide, an IBN project from 2006 to 9. She is currently associated with Oxford University Press as a resource person. So, ma'am, over to you. Please take this webinar forward. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Preetham. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Am I audible? Can I have thumbs up, please? Yes. Am I audible to everyone? Yes. Great. Anish and Srijan, and good evening, parents. If someone, hi, come on, wave your hands. Yes. Can I see? Can I see waving your hands? Yes, yes. I need my entire laptop to be waving back at me. Come on. Yes, show me. Come on. Raktan, you have a nice logo, but if it's nice, if we can see you. Anandita, Shananda, Sonali, come on, your lovely faces, please. Soham, Pooja, Ankon, yes. I need all your videos on. Come on. Yes, everybody, your videos on. I'm sure you can have your videos on. Come on, you need to participate here. Yes? Then otherwise, I'm going to call out your names. Okay, so the first screen I have is, okay, Joydeep. Joydeep, can I unmute you? Yes, you had your eyebrows up the moment I announced your name. So what do you understand by the term career? Any language? Yes, Joydeep. Yes, Joydeep. Hi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. So, okay, what do you understand by Joydeep? Career? What do you understand by the word career? Career mane ki bojo? Come on.
Career is the aim.
In the mic. Joydeep, people are hearing you. In the mic. Yes, Joydeep. Anybody? Can I see raising? You know, my 6-year-old, he always has his hand up when he's doing his online classes. Come on. Devang. Yes, Devang, would you like to say? Come on, Devang. Okay, Raktim.
Ma'am,
Raktim, you're raising his hand. Okay.
excuse me, ma'am.
Something that I want to become in the future.
Yes, Raktim. What you want to become in the future? Is that Raktim? Because I can't see you on the screen. What you want to become in the future? Okay. Okay, that's a good point. What you want to become in the future? That's a good point. No problem. Yes, Raktim. Anything else you want to add on to it?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to explain that in a little detail?
Ma'am, something that I like very much and I want to spend my life in improving myself for that purpose.
Spend your life. Spend your life. So you're looking for a long-term thing, right? You're looking
Yes,
for
ma'am.
a long-term thing. Yes, show me. You can't hear me. Show me. Can you give me a thumbs up and you can hear me? Check your audio, please. Okay. So Raktan gave 2 points what he is interested in and something which is looking for long term. So 2 very important points for career. Okay, let me share the screen with you. And once I share the screen, you'll be able to understand what I am trying to say. Can you see there are 2 different tables here, one with job and one with career? Can you see that? I need the participants' videos on, otherwise it's such a difficult thing, you know. Okay, so job is basically a paid position. So when I'm saying I have a career in education, it's a career. And I could be in education, I can have my own school, so I could be a school owner, I could be a teacher, I can be a counselor. So these are various jobs goes on, then I could see the thumbs up, you know, coming in. So career is basically something which is long term. You don't easily change your career, but you can easily change your jobs inside a career. Am I being clear here? Yes. Okay. So education is my career and my job is that of a counselor. My job is that of a teacher. My job is owning a school. My job is helping somebody, consulting something. So basically, your career is something which you're planning for your entire life. Yes, Karantika, do you have a problem? Am I pronouncing your name clearly? Yes. Am I being able to make you understand the difference between a job and a career? Yes, Karantika? She's just put off her video. Okay. So basically, a job is just one position, and career is something which involves the entire planning for the entire life. So what we are going to today talk about is the different careers, because you are at a juncture that is class 10. I've been told that you're all in class 10. Is that clear? Is that correct? Are you all in class 10? Yes? Where? Yes. Okay. So you are at a point where you need to choose your subject according to the career you want. That is what Raktan was saying. That's something which I want. Now, how well do you know yourself? The question is, how well do I know myself? You know, and what are the different points which will help you in deciding what I am good at and what I can do. So there have to be certain points. So basically, career depends on, first of all, your interests, your skills, your aptitude, your knowledge, and then, of course, what your family thinks about it. Suppose you want to be an artist. So is your family okay with it? Whether your friends support it or not. Sometimes you want to join a particular course because all my friends are going in that particular college, you know. So it's going to be nice to be in that particular college. So you join that college. So friends are important here. Family is important here. Secondly, I might like to be a puchkawala, but then that will not make my socioeconomic status and my standing in a society to be very good. So a job has to be respected enough in the society. Oh, you know, he's doing engineering. Oh, he's be a teacher. Or let's say he is working for the government. Whatever it is, you know. So the socioeconomic status or what the society thinks of that particular job, again, is an important factor. And the last is the environmental factor, which is basically whether it is available to you or not. I may like to do stunt biking, but then do I have choices for stunt biking here in Kolkata? Should I have to go out? What type of money will be involved in it? How much time will it take? Time is a very important factor for girls because marriage is always there at the maybe 10 years down the line, but it is always there. So, of course, all these things, a combination of all these things help you to choose your career. So, the first important thing is whether you are interested in it or not, right? So for that, basically what I'm going to do is, here I need a little participation from your side, because if I don't have participation here, things are going to be a little boring. You know, the first, what I'm going to do is discuss 7 different aptitudes. Now, students, please, friends, please listen to this very carefully and understand this very carefully, because this will not only help you in choosing your career, but it will also help you in setting a goal for your entire life. Okay? Because I do a lot of recruitment for companies, I know how I choose my candidate. Clear? So it is very, very important that you understand these 7 points. All of you are with me? Come on. A few thumbs up here. Come on. Yes? Okay. So the first one is artistic. The first one is artistic. Whether I have some kind of an artistic ability in me. Okay. For example, can I ask you, do you have pen and paper with you in front? How many of you have that? Okay. A few of you have it. If not, we always have our brains. So we can always depend on it. Can you give me different creative uses of a brick? Come on, 1 minute to think about it. And then you can raise your hand and I'm going to come to you and we'll discuss that. Okay. 1 minute for telling me the different uses of a brick. Eat, B-R-I-C-K, brick. Okay. I repeat myself, B-R-I-C-K, brick. Come on. Can I see all of you writing and thinking? Yes, I'm checking the screen here for all of you. Yes. And please don't tell it's used for building walls, building houses, building wells, building gardens. Building is one use. Okay. Yes. Come on. Show me. Yes. I don't have Suman, Sunita. I can't see these participants. I don't know whether they're here or not. They're following me or not. Shogoto, Sonia. It would be nice to see all of you. Come on. Tonima, Ronnie. Do I have somebody who would like to share his or her uses with me? Yes. Yes. Or should I call out the names? Neha, Adendu, Tanish, are you ready with some of the uses? Tanish, can you just read out the various uses? And Neha has raised his hand. Neha has raised her hand. Neha has raised her hand. Can we unmute Neha? Yes, Neha.
We can use it in emergency to hit somebody.
Yes, it can be used as a defense. Yes, that's a good use. Any else? Anything else? Just one use? Okay. We have two participants here again raising their hands.
Ma'am, we can.
Okay, so you want to use it as a tool to teach the cuboid or the rectangular shape, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody with a different use?
Ma'am, to support and protect.
Support and supports. Okay. So I have Samuel saying building, bodybuilding for support can be used during rainy season for walking on it. Good uses. Yes, very good uses. So basically what I was trying to say is if we put in our mind, we understand how much of an artistic ability we have. Can we think of something different for trading? Joydeep has added trading. Okay, so basically the thing is that if we put in our minds, we can always say that whether we can think out of the box. If we can think out of the box, we have an artistic ability. Clear, everybody? The second one is basically the managerial ability. Now, if I ask you that in your school, you have let's say the annual concert, you have the annual prize giving program. So basically what you do is you organize the entire thing, you look for the event, where the event is going to be held, who are going to be the guests, who is going to invite the guests, where will the audience be sitting, what kind of a program will you be putting up. So all this managerial thing is basically the managerial ability. If you think you're good at it, you're good at organizing birthday parties and you're very popular at organizing events and tours and different get-togethers for your friends or your family, then you have a good management capacity. I would say that you have a good management ability and an aptitude for it. The third one, of course, is the mechanical. If you're good with machines and you like kind of tinkering with your machines and, you know, breaking them and closing them and opening them and things like that, then you do have a mechanical ability. Of course, then you have the numerical aptitude. If you're good with numbers, if you're good with numbers, if you're good with computation, then you have a numerical ability. So for each ability, for each aptitude, we have certain specific career paths. So if you know which aptitude you're good at, it would be my advice for you would be to choose a career in that particular ability, which will involve that ability because you're good at it, you like it, and you enjoy it. Clear, everybody? Is that clear? Okay. So the various 7 abilities, basically. I'm just trying my screen. I think there's some kind of an issue with it. Communication is another very, very important ability. How good at you are in expressing your ideas. Now we have to acting within a very, very small group. And communication, when I use the communication ability, I mean mass communication. I mean addressing a bigger audience, right? So some people are good within a small group. They're very comfortable and they can easily kind of change your mind. You know, some friends are very, very authoritative in a way that everybody listens to them. And communication on a larger scale is basically like now what I am doing, I am addressing a bigger audience here. Okay, so some people may be good at both, some people may be good at either. You might have a very good interpersonal communication used for marketing and sales, example, and you could be very good at communication, like you could be doing something like a concept writing for on the internet, you know, so, or you could be a journalist. So things like this. So these are various different aptitudes you need to be good at, and you have to choose. This is your decision and your knowledge which will help you in choosing out of these 7. If I repeat, out of the 7: artistic, mathematics, interpersonal, let me give you an example of let's say Chichore, because where Sushant Singh aged, you know, from our college going to somebody who is aged. So this basically the makeup which they use, it's a prosthetic. They use this, you know, artificial face. They make the face like they're using, you know, somebody. Give you a simpler example. Suppose somebody has an amputated hand. So you have this artificial hand. Have you heard of artificial limbs? You know, where you have an artificial hand attached to your remaining hand. This is prosthetic. Okay. Can I ask you to unmute yourself? So that basically is prosthetics, artificial limbs, artificial, any kind of an artificial implant on your body is basically a prosthetic and an orthotics. Orthotics is basically dental implants. So this is prosthesis and orthosis. Clear? So again, this is very, very interesting as well as hugely payable. You know, these doctors are let's say double MBBS. They are just not MBBS. They're MBBS. They have done specialization in prosthetics and they did specialization in cosmetology. Known. Let me give an example of Hrithik Roshan. He used to stammer and today is one of the most sought after actors. So his stammering was cured by a speech therapist. So obviously speech and hearing therapy. Ophthalmic has to do with eyes. All of us are going to have vision problems, guaranteed, because all the time we are on the screen. And medical laboratory technology is, of course, anybody who's coming and taking your blood test. So it's a diagnostic center, basically running a diagnostic center and understanding the various diagnostic tools. So maybe your CT scan, maybe your X-ray, maybe your blood test, and different diagnostic tests. So that basically is paramedical courses. So when you're thinking, initially I started off with career. Career is a long-term choice. Doctor can be one job in it. You could be a physiotherapist in medicine. You could be a speech therapist in medicine. You could be an eye doctor in medicine. So your career remains the same as medicine, whereas you can have different posts, you know. So think wisely again. Whether you just want to be a surgeon where you have so many different surgeons, or maybe you would like to be a prosthetic surgeon, which involves super speciality. Am I clear with medicine? Am I clear with medicine? I have some questions here. Basically, somebody, Neha, has asked me a question on soil biology, which is related to geography. Yes, that is the answer. It is related to geography. Soil biology is related to geography, and you might be doing it in environmental engineering also, which will be covered in environmental engineering also. Okay. Any any questions on any more questions related to engineering, food technology, biotechnology, and medicine? Because I'll be shifting on towards completely something very different now. No more questions. So should I shift? Anybody interested in understanding law? Then I'll talk about law. Yes. Do I see a thumbs up for law? Okay, right. So basically law, again, yeah, I'll just try and open my screen again, because law can be done after class 12 as well as can be done after your graduation. So there are two ways of doing law. For law, you need to sit for your entrance exam, which is the NUJS exam. Basically, subjects could be your general ability, mathematics, and of course, your knowledge. Let's say the common sense knowledge, and of course, you'll have an interview, which is very important. And the ranking, according to the ranking, you get choices of college. I'm having a little problem here with my screen sharing. Is the law screen visible? Okay, so basically what I'm going to discuss here is the different branches of law here. something which could be very interesting could be your human rights law as well as intellectual property rights law. Intellectual property rights is basically to do with copyright laws. Now, copyright today is a huge, huge business. In fact, Shah Rukh Khan has admitted his papers for copywriting his name. That means if his name is used anywhere, he'll be getting rights for it. So IP rights today is a huge, huge business. And it's very, very hugely in demand because all of us are putting up things on the internet, whereas we don't want our things to be copied. So, and of course, shared. And so definitely intellectual property rights are very, very important. Cyber laws, of course, we understand anything to do with cyber violation is cyber laws. Human rights, again, is very, very important because we do have, suppose you would like to work for the United Nations or you would like to work for an international organization, then my suggestion would be to go in for human rights law. It's very interesting to know all these things, basically. As I was saying you need to sit for your CLAT. That is a common law admission test. Of course, the best colleges are National Institute of Juridical Sciences. We have 5 of them in India. And of course, every university has a law department, so which you can always join after your graduation. So law, again, is very, very, it's a good choice. Only thing is it requires a lot of memory. If you have good memory skills, please go into for it. If you have good logical skills, please take up. It's not necessary that once every lawyer will attend a court. You know, you could be the brain behind a person who can speak well. So good law cases are fought by a team, not by a single person. So being in that team is important rather than actually fighting inside the court. So even if you're not good at communication, even if you're not good at oratorial skills, you might be a good lawyer because you're good at your logic as well as your knowledge and memory. So it's not necessary that you need to have a good speaking power. Generally people think that I don't have speaking power, so I'll not be able to be a good lawyer, but it's not necessary. That is what I just want to explain. Okay, hotel management. Now something, hotel management, why I'm going to deal with it, because again, it has huge job opportunities. Hotel management is again huge in a way. It has huge job opportunities. It has different sections. Tourism being given a lot of importance by the government of India. We have a lot of visitors coming inside India as well as Indians traveling a lot. It has now become almost a trend by every family taking at least one holiday in a year. So travel is very, very important. It's just not leisure travel. There's hotels looking for conferences and things like that where they involve a lot of business people attending and coming in for different business purposes. So hotel management again is huge, huge. Now over here, eligibility is class 12 pass. If you want to join a government approved hotel management course, of course, the entrance exam is conducted by NCH-MCT, which is the National Council of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. And again, questions basically on English, maths, and common knowledge. And an interview is again very, very important because over here, they need to see the kind of person you are. Now, the various different branches in hotel management is front office. Front office basically involves reception. And the moment when you enter a hotel, it's the first person or the first desk that you come across is the front office, because that is the face of the hotel. If you don't like that, you don't go inside. F&B is food and beverages. Some hotels only run on the food. We only go there to eat. So of course, F&B is again a very, very huge business. And my dear friends, let me just tell you, good hotels, important celebrity hotels pay their chefs more than the general manager. So the salary of a chef is more than that of the GM of a hotel. So how important is food for them, you can understand by that. He is the boss. Basically, he is the boss. Because if you don't get good food in a hotel, the hotel will not run. Housekeeping is basically looking after the interiors of the hotel. It is how well my hotel is kept. Where should I place the TV in the room, and whether my sheets are clean or not, to do I have enough toiletries in the toilet. So all these things are basically looked after housekeeping. Again, it is an important aspect of hotel. Accounts, of course, finance is an important sector in each and every industry, and security. Hotels will have a very important security um, personnel, because security and privacy is a big issue for hotels. How many of you have heard of the actor Ronit Roy? Have you heard of the actor Ronit Roy? He comes on television. He used to come on television. He is also on films. Yes, I can see some of the thumbs up over here. Now, Ronit Roy, we all know him as an actor, but acting is something which he enjoys. He is into the business of security. That is, he is the personal security, or he has the main celebrity security um, organization he holds. That means starting from Amitabh Bachchan to, let's say, Justin Bieber coming inside India and giving a concert, the entire security is looked after by Ronit Roy. He owns a security agency and he only deals with celebrity. So it's just not acting from where he is earning. And in fact, most of the celebrities, when they go outside India, you might find Ronit Roy going as their personal bodyguard. He himself, being a celebrity, his main job is providing security to celebrities. So security today is again a huge business. Okay. So it's again a huge business. Of course, nothing to do with hotel management here, but I just, since the word security came up, I just wanted to give you this little example that if suppose you are interested in bodybuilding and, physical fitness and things like that, security could be a good job option for you. Okay. So that was basically hotel management. Please remember the different sections in the hotel. Please remember the fact that you will be working when people are enjoying, because holiday season is going to be your main working season. So you can't be cribbing about the fact that other people are enjoying it, whereas I am working. No, you will be on your toes for most of the time. So it's going to be a very hard work. But of course, if you climb the ladder, I think the sky is the limit, because again, hotels do have good job sections. Best point is you don't need to be coming from the science background. You could be from the science background, you may not be from the science background. So that is a good option. Okay, mass communication. Mass communication is huge. Take up any reality show, Let's talk about let's talk about Indian Idol. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a personal example of, there was this dance reality show on Colors, Jhalak Dikhla Ja, a few years back, I had my cousin participating in it. So of course I know this. What we see is basically the 20 participants, the 3 judges, and 1 person who is the compare, who takes you with the entire program. Okay, so 25 people coming on screen, and we actually enjoy that program for, let's say, an hour or an hour and a half. But for every episode, it costs more than 4 crores, and there are 200 people working behind to make that 45-minute episode. So one 45-minute episode probably costs 4 crores for the channel. So imagine the kind of people and the kind of finance involved in making one simple small episode. So mass communication today is huge. Media industry today is huge. The amount of jobs it has is absolutely uncountable. The amount of openings it has for all kinds of people from all kinds of background is absolutely uncountable. So please think, they also require people with from the science background. I'll just give you an example. My son's friend's father, he is what would I say? He is basically people call him a DJ, but he's not a DJ because what he does is he organizes lights. Now, suppose when you see Indian Idol, you see a singer singing and they say, Mausam Badal Gaya, you have these lights coming on the screen. You know, that entire lighting is being organized by a person who is absolutely highly skilled and trained in visual imagination, visual imagery. He has to have a very, very sound knowledge of it on the computers. He must be coming from a science background, and he definitely has to be an engineer. So imagine something which you just enjoy on TV for a few seconds will involve somebody who is highly skilled, highly trained, and highly paid. So when you are thinking of choosing something, have a broad vision. Because today, if you think you're good at this, you have an opportunity. You are living at the best of the times. When we were growing up, we didn't have these opportunities. But today you are living in a society, you are living in an India which has immense opportunities. So think of what you would like to do and just go ahead and find it, and you'll be able to do it. So somebody who is just playing with lights is a highly skilled person, you know. So obviously he's done a specific course in it. We have these malls and we have these departmental stores, let's say for pantaloons, where we have these mannequins standing and wearing, you know, different clothes, you know. There's a very, very specific course for this. It's called visual merchandising. And the visual merchandiser for Pantaloons India is a schoolmate and a college mate of mine, and she gets paid 40,000 for every window she designs. So one window where we have 3 mannequins standing, she just goes and she designs those mannequins and comes back. She gets 40,000 for each window, because she's done a super specialty course like visual merchandising, which of course comes after you have done your general mass communication. So obviously things like this, please, even if you don't have information, this is the right time to get the information and start thinking on various careers like this. Because if I already have 1,000 people in front of me, it would make me a smarter person to go into somewhere where there are only 100 people. You know, that's a smart choice, at least for me. Okay, so eligibility is class 12 pass from any stream. Basically, it's your passion, it's the junoon, it's the roadies kind of a thing that I wanted and I'm going to get it, kind of a thing which they look for the interview. Interview is an important criteria for good colleges. Different branches, these are very, very broad branches, because again, within this, you have thousands and thousands of different things to do. Journalism, of course, we all understand. Advertising, again, you could just be a person who's copywriting, you could be a person who is illustrating, who could be a person who is basically just I'll just give you an example. Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza, all of us have seen the photograph of the pizza on the packet, Domino's Pizza. Somebody must have photographed it, right? Somebody must have photographed it, and that photo put in a lot of effort to be designed, and then that package has come, right? That photography is done by somebody who, by the name of Pooja, and she gets 1 crore for a campaign. Somebody who just I'm going to tell you a story about her so that could give you an example. Pooja again was my classmate here. She, right from class 1, she just wanted to be a doctor. Medicine, medicine, medicine. I mean, doctor, hobo. It went on. Till class 12, it went on. But poor thing couldn't clear her entrance exam. Every time she could only get an option of dental. She never got an option of MBBS. I don't know why, although she was quite a good student. She went into depression. She shifted her base. She went to Pune and then she went to Bombay and she took up a photography course just to, pass her time. And then she started doing super specialty things in it. And today she's a celebrity food photographer. She's the #1 food. You can check her out on the Facebook and YouTube and everywhere. She's everywhere on the internet. So she is a celebrity food photographer for India. Now, there are only 3 celebrity food photographers, and one of them is Pooja. So of course, from somebody who wanted to be a surgeon to a food photographer. So if you don't have the knowledge, you'll not be able to understand. So basically having information, I have all the videos of. Yes, Tanish. Tanish has his hand raised. Can't see you here on the screen. I have most of the videos of. I am being a little skeptical here. I'm being unable to understand whether this information is clear or important to you or not. Because if it's not important, maybe we could discuss something in which you're really interested. Because I probably have 42 different topics. So it depends on whether you would like to be interested to know about it, or you would just consider it as a waste of time. Yes, Tanish, you wanted to say something? Can we unmute Tanish? Yes.
Um, can you say something about the civil services?
Yes, I'll be coming to it. I'll be coming to it. Civil service is an important thing. I would require some time in explaining that. The thing is, basically, all your videos are off. So I am unable to understand whether you're following me or not. Okay, since civil services was the question, are you able to see my screen? Because I think I've lost touch. Are you being able to see my screen? Civil services is basically again something which is really coming back in trend. It was always in demand, but it's something which is really picked up by the youngsters today, and good for it because India needs smart people and smart youth like all of you. People really are afraid of attempting civil services because they think it's difficult. My dear, let me tell you, it's not difficult. Only thing which it requires is a lot of planning and lot of continued hard work. It's not I'm going to study for some time and then I'm going to take my time off. No. If you're interested in civil services, start preparing from today, not from tomorrow, from today. So it's very, very important. You have various sections, you have various exams, and you have various openings. Basically, the prelims generally involve English, maths, and common aptitude again. The main would involve four papers on the subject of your choice, 4 papers on a different subject. You have to take 2 subjects basically, and essay. Essay is very important in appearing for UPSC, and of course your current affairs. So please start reading. Today you have the internet, you have the Google, you have YouTube, you have information on your fingertips. So it's so easy to be within the what is happening, you know. So, and please, if you don't like, or if you think the Indian government is not doing well, I mean not politically, I mean right from the very starting, India was independent. You need to know how and how much we have progressed. Economics is an important subject. So if you choose economics in your +2, it should help you. Preparing for your interview is again very, very important. So basically what it requires is planned study. and a continued study. General candidates can sit for 4 years, that is, they can have 4 attempts, whereas reserve candidates can have innumerable attempts. You have to fill up your forms in your final year of graduation. That means what I'm trying to say is if I want to sit for my exam in 2022, I need to fill my form in 2021 because the forms come around 9 months to, around 9 months earlier than the exam. So, of course, it is if you want to sit in the next year, you need to fill your form. And finally, your graduates are eligible for filling in their forms and sitting for the exam. In fact, it's best if you take it in your final year, your at least your first attempt. So, according to the ranking you're given your IAS, IPS, IFS, and Central Allied Services, if you want to go into defense, your physical prowess is important according to the different um, category. If you want to get into Navy and Air Force, science is important. That means your physics, chemistry, and mathematics is important. Please remember this, that if you want to get into Navy and Air Force, PCM is important. You have to come from a PCM background if you want to be into the officer category. So otherwise, all the categories are open to everybody. Only armed combined forces are not open to girl students. That is just one thing which is not open. Railways, of course, again has a category here. If you want to join railways, we have Railway Engineering College in Jamalpur. You have to sit for that. So you can join railways through that. So civil services is huge. You could be an engineer and then join for your combined engineering services, which is the CES. So you could be an engineer in the Government of India. So obviously, you have so many different options. My suggestion would be please visit the UPSC site because we have detailed information there. They have explained things very well. They have given you a lot of examples and start preparing it from today, the very moment. What you have to do is just read, read, and read, and read, read, and read, and read, read, and read. If you do that, you'll be able to crack your civil services. That is all what it requires. Over here, if you see my screen, integrity is very important. So you need to have integrity as your, that is a perseverant, thing. Fashion, anybody interested in fashion? I can't see the screen. What is here? Fashion, basically you need to, if you want to go into the technological field, then you need to come from a science background. Otherwise you'll not be able to be a textile engineer or a leather engineer or things like that. So you need to come from a science background. A lot of people in NIFT and NID are engineers who have done engineering and then go on to join NIFT and NID. NIFT is National Institute of Fashion Technology. NID is National Institute of Design. Anything to do with design, even the pen which you are holding is first designed and tested at NID and then it comes into the market. So anything to do with design is NID. Fashion technology is basically NIFT. So I have a cousin of mine. She is a computer engineer. She is now a gold medalist from NIFT and working and designing apps. So of course, from a computer engineer to taking a post-graduation in NIFT to designing apps. So imagine her career path is basically being an engineer as well as a design. So she was good at designing. She wanted to be an engineer. She's combined both and she's earning big bucks. So things like that. Drawing, if you're good at drawing, illustration and drawing, again, very, very important. It's not necessary that all fashion designers are actually good at drawing. They hire people who are good at drawing and they tell their ideas, and it's a person who draws, it's an artist who draws, who actually puts that design on paper. So it's not necessary that you have to be good in drawing. Fashion communication, again, is very, very important. If you see the different branches in fashion and apparel, which is basically the clothes which we wear. Fashion and textile is basically the fabric out of which a garment is made. Fashion and lifestyle, accessories, lifestyle could be dealing with cushion covers to bags to anything, to your file covers. Fashion communication is any information on the net, on the magazine, which is writing. So it's journalism on the basis of fashion. Fashion technology is engineering basically. And of course, to run these different houses, fashion houses, you need to have a manager. So this is fashion management. These are super specific, super specialty courses, and they pay you really, really well. Not necessary fashion is designing clothes. Fashion could be anything. Fashion just means being in trend. So obviously fashion has got designing clothes is a very, very small, let's say just a 2% of the fashion industry. So make sure that you understand which part of fashion industry would you like to go in. And of course, it's just not glamour. It is very, very hard work. It doesn't have a 9 to 5 job. Basically, the fashion industry works at night. It involves a lot of working during the weekends. It involves a lot of networking, and it is very, very tough. And the competition is huge, huge, huge. So if you are not of a hard metal, I would advise you not to join the fashion industry, because it's just not glamour and it's just not what it looks on screen. It is a lot of pure hard work and a lot of perspiration which goes behind a fashion show. Am I being clear here? Am I being clear here till now? Till now, I've stopped sharing screen because I'd like you to go through all of you. I still have a lot of videos which are off. Would you? So basically, we have considered hotel management, which comes from all the different branches. Of course, technology or everywhere will have science background. We have covered civil services, not in detail as such because I don't have time, but the UPSC's website is the best to give you all the information. We've covered law, basically, the different branches of law. We've covered engineering and medicine, of course, and we've covered mass communication. So all these were basically very, very broad areas, right? Very, very broad areas. Yes, Krishnendu has a question. Can Krishnendu be on? Yes, Krishnendu. Krishnendu, you need to unmute yourself. Yes.
No. Ma'am, how tax is related to law?
Tax is related to law because tax, when you hear the union budget, there's a huge section on tax, isn't it? When we have the budget being declared by the minister, we have a huge section on tax because a tax comes with laws. This is the percentage of income which you are supposed to submit for your tax. So, and if you are trading, you have different taxes, GST, things like that. So you have so many different taxes which have different, let's say different, sometimes people are there who may not pay taxes, who have different questions on taxes, who might evade taxes. So all this is considered by a tax lawyer. Clear, the Krishnendu? Krishnendu, are you there? Tax lawyer, and if you're a CA and a tax lawyer, nothing like it. You can hide my money really well. I don't have to pay so much of tax then. Anything you do in India, if you want to set up your business, you need to have so many forms and you need to put your money in so many different things. A tax law is going to help you have a trade license and give you a trading certificate, which will help you in trading, doing your business. So tax, of course, has a lot of connotation. So tax law is very, very important. You need to be good with numbers. You need to be good with numbers and you need to be good with good memory skills so that you can remember, okay, the government has ye wala cheez tha, so this, if you can cut, you can avoid so much of tax with it. So numbers and memory is important, right? Any more questions with these, basically the areas which we have covered? Physical education and sports I'll be doing absolutely in the last. I have few questions on physical education and sports. Astronomy has got to do with aeronautical science and engineering. So basically we've done about astronomy, aerospace and everything. It's just one area basically. DJ, best thing to do about DJ is put yourself on YouTube, have a video, have something, have a lot of likes, and join a DJ who will actually teach you the practicality of it. But a DJ will just not give you enough money to support your livelihood. You need to have a lot of music recording background, because recording is again very, very important. So I would suggest that if you really wanted to be a celebrity DJ, you need to have a good recording background. So do a course in sound engineering. That would really help you to be a DJ. Sound engineering is something which you should look in for. Army, as I was saying you, Army again has to do with, you need to sit for your NDA exams, which is the National Defense Academy exams. Visit the NDA website. It will give you all the information. And it's best if you come from, if you are very good with your PT, or if you're good with any kind of a particular sport, which gives you additional points. So obviously you can combine with that. Marine engineering is something which has to do with engineering of the ships. So marine engineering, you need to come from a physics, chemistry, mathematics. It's a branch of engineering. Marine engineering is a branch of engineering. Only thing is, you will be traveling on a ship. If you're a marine engineer, you'll be staying almost 9 months away from your family. And it's a good job. Marine engineering in India is not open to girls at the moment. Should be opening very soon, but not at the moment. So it's a boys, all boys club for marine engineers. If you like a little bit of adventure and if you're good with your, you would like to stay away from your family, then marine engineering is a good choice. It's the same as engineering. Only thing is you will be settling within a ship. You will be working inside a ship. Yes, Tanish. Can I hear you? Or you could just put it on the chat box. Yes, Tanish.
Well, as you have told that in the civil business, economics is very important. So if we are from science background, so how we can prepare for the civil services?
Just come again. It was not very clear. Your question was not very clear. It's something to do with economics. I understood, but no, what exactly are you asking?
Actually, as you have told that economics is important for the civil services, but if a candidate is from science background, so how he or she can prepare for that?
See, the only thing is you need to prepare a few questions on economics, because economics is an important part of civil services. It depends on which branch of civil services you're interested in, Danish. Let's say if you're interested in becoming an IS officer, then of course economics is important because you have an entire paper on economics. You will be asked questions on the different economic policies by the government of India and how they are affecting the Indian society. So that is why I said economics is an important. That doesn't mean everybody who is sitting for civil services is coming from economics background. You can have people studying history, political science, sociology, doing very well in their civil services. They have got nothing to do with economics. So it depends. You have to pick it up. You have to study on it, and if you know that I will be asked questions on it, I need to prepare from it. So this helps you in the knowledge. So I was saying people who've done economics have an advantage because they probably do not have to put an effort, but they may have to put an effort on a different subject, because remember, you have to prepare for 2 subjects. That means 8 papers, 4 each for 2 subjects. It could be psychology and maths, as different as that. It could be history and geography, anything, 2 subjects. But it's in the interview round, you will be definitely asked a few questions relating to the economic policies of the government of India. Yes, accountancy is something which I was just trying to reach accountancy. So I'll be doing accountancy, Gladdy. It was Gladdy's question. So I'll be doing accountancy again is important. Just instead of screen sharing, let me just talk because I need to share. I need to see all of you. I do well rather if I can see all of you. So accountancy is again very important because finance or money is an integral part of any business or any company. You know, it is after all a company is running because it has to have profit, or you are doing business because you want to earn money. So finance is very important. So even a store, if it's a general store, the person who owns a general store will always be also maintaining accounts. Itna kharcha kiya, itna mere ko mila. So you know, accountancy is involved in every single thing. Even your mommy does a lot of house budgeting when she is looking after your entire house. So accountancy is never going out of demand, first and foremost. Secondly, with a lot of tax laws coming in and a lot of different connotations coming in, I require, if I have a job, if today I am teaching you, I'm earning money, now I need to have, according to the government of India, I need to pay my taxes and I need to pay my other dues. I need to go to my accountant. If I need to invest money in a bank, I need my accountant's advice where to invest so that it helps me in saving my taxes. You know, which scheme is good, this is giving this much of interest, this is not giving this much of interest. All these things are done by an accountant. So accountancy today is very important. Being a CA is a very reputed job today. Obviously there's huge number of people who are doing CAs, so competition is again very high, but so is the demand. So obviously you can always do very well. It depends. For accountancy you need to sit for your CPT and CA final exams, and you need to do an internship with a auditor, that is a CA firm. And once you get through it, you will be your own CA and your signature has a lot of value. So that is how you do your accountancy. Best part is you don't need to go to a college actually to do accountancy. It is a medium through postal education. That is, you can do it along with your graduation. That is, I'm doing my BCom or I'm doing my BA or whatever I'm doing it, as well as along with it, you can do your accountancy. Because for accountancy, you may or may not join a coaching institute, but it is not somewhere where you go and study. So it's not a college-based education. It is a postal. The format is postal. That is, the papers come to you, they are delivered to you. You study those papers and you prepare for your exam, you go to the center and sit for your exam, right? It is only during the internship period where you have to actually work in an office and get a certificate by the auditor over there. That is the only time when you're actually going out. So accountancy is, let's say, could be a favored subject for girls who are not probably allowed so much to go out, or maybe outside their living area. I mean, let the city in which they live could be a good option. So am I clear with accountancy there? Fund manager, you need to do an MBA. I haven't done management. You need to do an fund manager, you need to do an MBA in finance. And after you do an MBA in finance, you could join a bank or a company which deals with investments, and then slowly become a fund manager. It is of a higher post. So you have to go from a lower rank person to becoming a fund manager. Of course, you need to be very good with, again, economic policies. You need to be very good with numbers, and you need to have a convincing power so that you can rob me of my few lakhs and I can invest in you, trust you in that. You know, that is again important. Physical education, as I said, I'll be doing a little later. I'll be talking about it because sports today is huge. So I will be talking about it. Cosmetic surgeons are not paramedicine, they are surgeons. If you have done some kind of a super specialty on prosthetics, then you could be something dealing with surgeon is obviously coming after a pure medical field, pure doctor, MBBS. When you do a MBBS and then you specialize in your MS, which is Master of Surgery, you become a surgeon. it's a post-graduation course after doing your MBBS course. I have a lot of people who have not done with their videos, so I really don't know. Okay. After all this talking, let me go back to my screen sharing here. Management is something which I'm going to deal with now. Management. So management is basically, which is, as I was giving an example, a very small example, it's managing and organizing things. So small example could be organizing a birthday party, but on a larger scale, you're basically kind of organizing and being responsible for an entire company, of entire organization. Management can be done right after your class 12. Doesn't require that you come from a science background or a commerce background. People who have done arts can also take up management. In fact, there are a lot of people coming from the arts background or the humanities background who have done management. I yourself is somebody who has come from the humanities background and has done an executive management course from NIMS Mumbai. So you can take me as my example. So it's very much possible. It's not necessary that you do your commerce, and it's not necessary that you do your science. You could be just doing a good class 12. If you want to do it right after your class 12, you need to have a good percentage in that. And if you're doing after your graduation, you need to sit for your CAT or your ZAT or a CET exams. There are many different private management colleges which they have their own individual college entrance exam. But of course, the most prestigious one is the CAT, which gives you admission at the different IIMs. So according to the ranking, again, here you get your CAT, and according to the ranking, you could get a counseling choice for your different categories of management. If you want to apply, please start applying in your final year, because final year within your final year graduation, that is final year college, you can sit for your exam. Basically, papers are on maths, English, and current affairs, and of course an essay and something to know about your own self. So start preparing essay on writing about my own self. It is very, very important. The first thing they ask you in interview is tell me something about yourself. So obviously that is the most smart, that has to be most smartly answered. Basically, I'm a very poor student in maths. I have no ashamed in saying it, because I am a poor student in maths. I used to get somewhere around 60, 65. The highest I've scored in 72. So 60, 75, 60, 65. But I am an MSc from Jadavpur University and an MBA from NIMS. And I remember I am telling you this because when I joined my executive MBA course, and they asked me, why should we take you in? I said, sir, basically I know you teach me maths, and since I'm coming, I did my MBA after doing a job for 5 years. So I said, you teach me maths, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to teach you from my education background how an education institute is run. And I think that just clicked it, and they just gave me an admission. So it's not necessary, although maths help you, but it's not necessary that you need to be very good at maths. So anybody who is planning to take up management can take up management, because management again has a lot of different choices. Human resource has to do with the employees. Finance has to do with, of course, the finance. Production has to do with a lot of mechanical point of things. Marketing has been selling. Operational research is basically researching on how effectively my company can run. Hospital management. Hospital management, there are few doctors who don't practice medicine but are very good organizers and very good managers, and they are appointed as hospital managers. Basically, they run the entire organization of how a hospital is run, but then they are doctors. Forest management again is very good choice if you are interested in a little bit of adventure and you are looking for having a good adventurous life. I would say forestry management is good. Environmental management is good. Both are related. Rural management. Now, companies have something called CSR. Basically, big companies, they adopt a village, and the entire function of running this village comes after a rural management, you know. So the welfare of the entire village is looked by somebody who is a rural manager. um, Rural management is very well suited for girls because a lot of NGOs, lot of international organizations, they want rural management. They're looking for people. So if you like traveling and if you like earning in dollars, I think rural management would be good. Event management, I don't need to talk about it. Event, anything you do today is an event. So even this is an event. So anything you do today is an event, and of course we need a person who is going to manage these events. So event management is good. If you're good in talking and you're good, if you're an extroverted kind of a person who has a lot, who's popular with friends and who's a little jolly and jovial and things like that, event management is good. Communications, of course, has to do with a lot of communication technology. Fashion management, as I said, you need to run a fashion house. Hospitality has to do with hotel management, travel and tourism, things like that. So we have a lot of different sections in management. If you want to go into management, not necessarily that you take up finance, you can go into so many different areas and be a good manager and be on the same level of a finance manager. So management could be a good option available to students from all different backgrounds. That is a plus point of it. Okay. I'm just putting the screen for if you want to write something down. So obviously here you have the CACS and the ICW is free. Banking, I'm doing with accountancy because banks today have become an important area. Everybody has a bank account. It has become almost a mandatory to have a bank account. So obviously you have different job openings in bank. If you want to work in a government bank, you need to sit for an entrance exam after your graduation or your final year of graduation, which is called the Bank Probationary Officer exam. Again, the questions basically are on English, maths, and current knowledge. Private banks and foreign banks generally take up MBAs in finance, CAs, or they advertise in papers in different job sectors, portals from where people are taken in. You could just have nothing to do with accountancy and numbers and yet be employed by banks because you might be able to sell the bank to the customer. So of course, working in banks is good. It's a good option for girls because it's a desk job. You can have a desk job. It's reputed and there are fixed timings. So of course, it's very, very good. So banking today is an important area again. Aviation. Aviation is interesting because earlier being able to fly was a luxury. Today it's not more anymore a luxury. It's almost a necessity. People fly almost anytime you want to go out, you're flying. So aviation again is important. Now, airport management is a managerial course. Air cargo management is basically to do with logistics. Ground staff is again a management course. Cabin crew is somebody like an air hostess or a cabin crew personnel. Aviation hospitality again is a management course. Airfare and ticketing management is just a one-year course which helps you to make and sell different tickets of different airlines. So again, this is open. If you want to go into flight maintenance, then that's an engineering course. But if you want to do into these kind of courses, it's not an engineering course, open to anybody coming from any field, right? So we have aviation colleges. There are a lot of aviation colleges, and they basically, most of them are private colleges. So basically they take in everybody and everybody. And only thing which you have to really look in is how much of you can trust them in giving you a job. When you're choosing a college, make sure that you know that this college has people coming from the aviation industry and picking up graduates. That is important. That is one thing which you need to check. Otherwise, aviation today has a lot of job opportunities. It's not important at the moment that you need to go in unless and until you need to do flight maintenance. That is, of course, a technical field. Now let me talk something about sports, fitness, physical health, sports, fitness. That was very, very important. I'm unable to look for the. I just stopped sharing and I'll come back to my main screen over here. Physical fitness and sports is a huge, huge industry today because all of us need to be healthy and all of us need to be fit. If you want to be a physical educated teacher, you need to do your B.Ed in PT, physical education. So you need to do your B.Ed in PE. It's advisable if you're good in any particular sport and you've played at a club level or a junior level or things like that, then that helps you. Otherwise, you could be a gym instructor, a yoga instructor. Today, almost everybody, I would say, is a yoga instructor, and they pay you really well. If you go abroad and you say you know yoga, they will absolutely worship you like anything. So it's as in trend and as in demand it is. Only thing is you need to be actually physically fit. Sports nutrition is a huge area, especially suited for girls, because you will be doing diet planning for sports people. So again, it's a huge area, sports nutrition. If I want to lose weight, what do? I go to a dietitian, and the internet is filled with keto diets, intermittent fasting, this diet, that diet. But actually, if I'm a little sane person, I actually go to a dietitian, I pay him or her 500 rupees, and he gives me a diet which I follow. And again, if I have questions and if I am not understanding, I again go him. So dietitian is almost like a doctor. Every time you visit a doctor, you pay 500 rupees. Every time you visit a dietitian, you pay 500 rupees. So it's equally paying. All you have to do is you have to do a food and dietitian course from the universities. All universities have a food and dietitian course, and home science colleges, of course, have a very important. And let me tell you, boys, in South India, home science colleges are open for boys. It's no more only a girl option, right? So there is no shame in being a home scientist because they teach you technically. So nutrition and dietetics is a very, very good course. A few hospitals have allied courses where you can actually go to the hospital and study nutrition and dietetics. So it's a good job again. But it would be good if you come from a science background. From biology and chemistry is important. If you are coming from a biology and chemistry background, it takes you to a higher level. If you're not coming from a biology and chemistry level, you will be stuck at the lower levels. That is the main difference, basically. Gym instructor, again, as I said, I would advise is you join a person who's already in the gym and learn under him or her. And of course, there are a lot of educational videos on the internet from where you can pick up. And it's a disciplinary subject. You need to be highly disciplined in it. You need to give a lot of hours in it. You need to maintain yourself. So if you're able to fulfill all these criteria, I would suggest that you take up it. Otherwise, not. Or you can just open a gym and hire instructors. That will also do. Okay. So have I answered the physical education and sports question? For any particular sports, you need to play at the club level, the junior levels, and then the senior levels. And a coach would be the best person to advise you how to go for that particular sports. Indian Navy, I have a question coming on Indian Navy. As I said, you need to do your PCM. That is important, and sit for your combined services examination or your NDA, right? Which is, you'll find it in your UPSC website. Railway entrance, again, you will find it on Jamalpur Railway and Engineering College, or you can visit the UPSC site for railway entrance. Friends, any question which you would like to ask, because rather than me dealing with the different screens, I would suggest that we do have not much of a time in our hand. It would be best if you tell me the area, and if I know any answer, it would be best for me if I can answer that, instead of actually going through my different PPTs, because some of you might be interested in it, some of you might not be. Nursing, as I said, you can do nursing coming from after class 12, or you can do a nursing, you can join. Most of the good hospitals have nursing training colleges, so you have to join that. If you want to be nurse at the operation theater, then coming from a science background, that is studying biology in your +2 is necessary. Otherwise, to be a junior nurse, you can do any kind of a course. You just have to be class 12 pass. Join a course affiliated with any of the good hospitals. It could be Apollo, it could be Amri, it could be any hospital. Most of the colleges, Vellore has the best nursing college. South India has the best nursing colleges. Setting up IT company, be an engineer and do an MBA. You are set for it. Yes, friends, any questions, any doubts, please clarify. This is the time, or I'll just take another 10 minutes, 5 minutes of you all, and I would just like to touch on a different subject altogether. So again, I'm repeating myself. Filmmaking has to do, you have the Film Television Institute in Pune, and you have to join that. Coming from a science background helps you because it's a technical subject. Otherwise, you can also do with a lot of your own passion. Best would be to have small films on your mobile or on the YouTube, because that helps you to have a portfolio when you start to go for your interview. So start your filming right now. Have a story, have a storyboard, and then make small films. Have a collection of it when you go for your interview. FTII Pune. Any more questions coming up? Okay. Now I'm just going to give you another example. Suppose a very, very simple example of, I want to lose weight. I keep on saying, I keep on singing, I want to lose weight, Gang Pachi, Korbo, Korbo. I want to lose weight, I want to lose weight. Am I going to lose weight? Never, isn't it? Now, if I start saying, so you want to be an engineer, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a hairdresser, I want to be an, let's say I want to go into space. If you're just singing, you're just thinking, then you are just dreaming. Friends, please, a little attention would be advisable here. It's just a dream. What we are talking about is a career is a goal for all of you. A career is a goal for all of you. There's a difference between a dream and a goal. Dream is something which you are aspiring. It's a want. It's a itche. It's a wish. Goal is something more tangible, because you're not working for a dream. You're working for a goal. Now, the difference between a dream and a goal is, when I say I want to lose weight, it is my dream. But when I want to say, I want to lose weight in the next 6 months, which is more effective? I want to lose weight I want to lose weight in 6 months. What happens is when I want to lose weight, I keep on saying I want to lose weight. একদিন হবে, ওই হবেটা কোনোদিন হবে না, right? But if I say I want to lose weight in 6 months, my brain starts working. No, I have to start working on it. Then this dream becomes your goal. You are at the end of your class 10, starting of your class 11. You should have dreams, but the dreams should now turn into goals. That is, give your dream an end time. I want to be an engineer by the year 2026. I want to be a doctor by the year 2026. When you put an end time, you physically, mentally, emotionally start working for it. This is the difference between a dream and a goal. It's a very, very simple, logical explanation of a difference. But a very, very workable difference. Try it, you will always succeed, guaranteed. Now, break this goal into smaller, small-term goals. What kind of an engineer? What kind of a doctor? What kind of a fashion person? What kind of a hotel person? What kind of a lawyer? What kind of a sports person? What kind of a teacher? That will again help you to break down. So your goal, you have a main goal and then you have a specific goal. I want to lose weight. Coming from that statement, I shifted to I want to lose weight in 6 months. Now I have shifted to how will I achieve in this 6 months? How much of weight should I lose? If I lose 1 kg in 6 months, am I actually losing weight? 6 মাসে 1 kg lose তো করলাম. Is it effective? Does it work for me? No, it doesn't work for me. So what do I say? I want to lose, let's say 15 kgs in 6 months. Then you start thinking 15 kgs in 6 months. I should be start working on it right now. Getting my point? So make your goals slowly and gradually as specific, pinpointed. The moment you pinpoint it, your entire body starts working for it. Now this 15 can be broken down into 2 or 2.5 kgs per month. When I say 15 kgs lose korte hobe, mane no ice cream, no pizza, nothing. Na hobe na. But when I say 2 kgs in a month, it seems possible. When I say I want to be an IS officer, hobe na. But if I plan it, by the year 2022, I should finish this. By the year 2024, I should finish this. By the year 2026, I'm ready to sit for my exam. Clear? So this is step by step breaking down your goals to make it a little more effective, a little more specific. The moment you make it specific, the moment you make it measurable, you start working for it. Friends, please remember this as an example, because sometimes this is only in our head. We don't work for it. And when you're 40, 45, জানিস তো এরকম হতে পারতাম আমি. Or you see somebody else living your dream, and then you get a lot of frustration because you never tried. It was just on your head. You actually not worked for it. Only in your head you will not be able to achieve it. You will only be able to achieve it if you are doing it logically, and you're doing it in a planned way. because no more you are in class 6 or 7 where you have time. You don't have time, and you anything. So you don't know the person next to you is planning for what. So I need to get into it in a very, very planned way, and I need to follow that timetable. So I need to have a goal with an end time coming in. I need to break down that goal into smaller, achievable goals. Now, losing 2 kgs in a month is not an impossible task. Whereas when my body keeps on saying in my mind, I have to lose 15 kgs, it's a task which will never start. But if I say I have to lose 2 kgs per month, I will start on it. Once you start on it and you slowly start achieving something, reward yourself. Keep saying, see, I've done this, I'll be able to go on. So being motivated for another 3 or 4 years, that is keeping up that energy for 4 or 5 years, is very, very important. Now, friends, this is the time, this is the 4 or 5 years you are getting in your life to settle your life. If not now, then when? এখন নয় তো কখন? So gear up. This is the time. This is the time when you really start thinking and start not only thinking but working for it. Very, very important. Have information. Plan yourself. Take help of your family. Take help of your seniors who are already into this field, because they will be able to give you practical knowledge and practical information. Know yourself. Choose a career. Choose a career with an end time and then start working on it. You are bound to succeed. There's nothing which can stop you. Only thing is you have to maintain that energy for that time period. For maintaining that time energy, you need to have a plan. And you have plan, you are a smart person, and smart people always succeed. So this is what I just wanted to tell you. Gear up yourself. You don't have any more time left. You don't have time to actually think. You don't have a year in front of you. You just have a few months in front of you. Use that wisely, use that smartly, and be on your career. And I'm sure the future is there right in front of you. And you're all going to be big people. And I'm going to be proud of all of you. Yes? Right? Okay, questions, please. FTII, as I said, if you want to join technical branch, you need to come from a science background. You just sit for an interview and a common entrance exam. Yes, any more questions, please? Or anybody who would like to share anything out of these 2 hours? Anything, it could be anything. I would love to hear from you now. I've been speaking for 2 hours constantly. Now I need to rest my vocal cords, and I would ask you people to use your vocal cords now. Yes, come on. Yes. Somebody. Anybody would like to say something or ask anything? Or how did you like this entire thing? Was it informative? Was it helpful? Anything would you like to share? It's your forum. Take this opportunity. Come on. There's a chance being given to you. You have to use this chance. Yes. Do I see any hands up, or should I be calling your names? Yes. Yes, Devang, would you like to say something? We had so many people asking questions. Karantika, would you like to say something? Oh, you have logged out. I don't even know that, because since your videos are not on, it becomes a little difficult to understand whether you're actually listening or you're not. Tanish, would you like to say something? Or ask me any question, because we still have time. We still have a few minutes. If you want to ask anything, please feel free, because it's a good opportunity. It's just not you. Your friends may also not be knowing about it. Who knows? So since I have nobody asking me any questions on it, I don't know what to take of this entire session at all. Any areas which you would like to? Somebody had a hand up or something? Did I see a movement? Do I see a movement? Please say how to start a business. Basically, to start a business, you need to have an area. It could be a rented area or it could be your own area. You need to know which business you're getting into it. Have license according to the business. That is, you need to apply for a trade license or a manufacturing license or whatever it is, according to the nature of the business. And then start it basically. Let's say if I want to make something, I want to make clothes, you know. So you need to have a certificate, trade license certificate, and then start selling, making and selling. That is how you do it. Commando in an army is a huge, it's a very top order position. So you have to start from a junior level and be an officer, army officer. From there, you need to they give you options. If you are good at it, they give you option and they ask you, would you like to take the commando training? And if you say yes, then you have to be trained for it. And that is how you cannot be a commando right from the very beginning. That is not done. If I do doctor, then what we have to do, my dear, you still need to sit for your MBBS exam. That is a NEET exam. Becoming a CA is very good, Krishnendu. Go for it. If you're good with maths and you're good with your memory skills, just go for it. CAs are required all the time. Welfare management. Welfare management is basically holistic management, lifestyle management, you know. So these are new terms basically. It's just a management course which you have to do. Welfare has to do with a lot of holistic living, healthy living, lifestyle, and things like that. It could also be a branch of rural management or social management, because welfare again is a part of it. So it depends on which welfare management you're actually looking for. To be a pilot, you need to study your PCM and you need to join a pilot training academy. The best one is in Raebareli. Commando, for doing a commando, you need to have a special training in commando training. That will only come if the army thinks you're fit for it. You cannot apply for it in the very beginning. Any more questions coming in, or should I wrap it up? Yes, friends. I think most of us over here have actually listened quite a lot. So I would say thank you so much for being very patiently and listening to me. This has been a good session. I do a lot of sessions, but most of you were listening to me very patiently, which is very encouraging for me. Thank you for that. And I hope I've been a little help to you, giving you information about different careers. I would repeat again that please have a specific goal, give an end time to it, break it down, and start working for it. And I'm sure sky's going to be the limit and you are going to ace your career. Good luck and good wishes. Thank you. Over to you, Preetham. If you're there.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for this wonderful session today. Thank you to all the students who spent so much time with us. I think ma'am had given you a lot of detail about many career options. So as ma'am said, the sky is the limit, and it's upon you to choose what you want to become and how you endeavor to reach there. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And if anybody wants to speak something, anybody wants to ask something, now is the time. Post that, I'll end the session if you do not have any questions. So thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
If there is anybody from the school, from the admin side, from the teacher side, I'd like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to connect with your students. We'd always be ready and helpful to conduct these types of sessions and any more support if it's required. So thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And have a nice life.
So I'll end the session now. Thank you all. Thank you. Bye. Good night.